All right, Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the elect all over the four corners of the earth, men, women, children of Israel. Let's say Shalom. Another lesson. This is going to kind of go over the Pacific Proving Grounds and read a couple of scriptures and pray this edifying. First, I'll start off with Joel chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand." That's right. So, Yahweh Shema Shai is the day of the Lord. When he come make his return, it's not going to be good for the wicked. It's only going to be good for the elect of Israel, the so-called blacks, Latino, Native Americans. That's of the elect. That's only who is going to be good for. And the Lord have given Esau the technology, to test these different missiles, and so that we could see, what would the outcome would be. So he used the wicked and let them work on their left hand side. And guess what? He used the righteous also, because we're gonna be saved through the from this destruction. That he's going to use these nations to launch upon America all over the world. Okay, but it says a terrible. It said the inhabitants of the land tremble. And when you see the power of Yahweh Shema Shai that he has allowed Esau to create along with the chariots, okay, you're gonna be trembling. It's not a glorious thing. It's not a pretty sight, But I'm gonna read a little bit of this Pacific Proving Grounds. It says the Pacific Proving Grounds was the name given by the United States government to a number of sites in the Marshall Islands and a few other sites in the Pacific Island at which it conducted nuclear testing between 1946 and 1962. So this area that they picked out in the which was the Marshall Islands, they named this the Pacific Proving Grounds because it was a test site that they used to test missiles for almost 20 years, but right at what, let's see, 16 years, if I'm not mistaken. But it says the U.S. tested a nuclear weapon codenamed Able. It says on Bikini Atoll on June 30th, 1946. It says this was followed by Baker on July 24th, 1946. Dates are universal time, so it was just missile testing after missile testing, and it didn't go well, because it was people that was living on these islands, not the actual one that they let test the missile on, but the aftermath of the missiles, the after effect, that's what did a lot of damage to these people, and Esau didn't care. They just wanted to, do their experiment and then see, what the outcome would be, But it said that, so you give a map, nuclear testing range area, 140,000 square miles. like say from 1947 to 1962. It said on July 8th, no, July 18th. Oh, the number of tests, it says 105 tests. So they did, throughout those years, they did 105 nuclear tests. Okay. So it says on July 18th, 1947, the United States secured an agreement with the United Nations to govern the island of Micronesia. I can't pronounce that. As the trust territory of the Pacific Island, a strategy trusteeship territory. This is only such trusteeship ever granted by the United States. The trust territory comprised of about 2,000 islands spread over 3 million square miles. So 2,000 islands that spread over 3 million square miles. It says of the North Pacific Ocean. 5 days later, the United States Atomic Energy Commission. I'm gonna skip down. I want to skip down to many which is extremely high. Yeah, it said the United States conducted 105 atomic, atmospheric, and underwater nuclear tests in the Pacific, which were of extremely high yield, while the Marshall Island testing composed of 14% of all U.S. tests. It composed nearly 80% of the total yield of. Okay, so I want to get on that. They're giving you just numbers on the megatons in the missiles, but many islands were. Oh, right here it says many of the islands were part of the Pacific proving grounds are still contaminated from the nuclear fallout, and many of those who lived in the island on the island at the time of the testing have suffered an increase of virtuous health problems through the Radiation Exposure Compensation Act of 1990. At least 759 million has been paid to Marshall Islands as compensation for their exposure to the U.S. nuclear testing following the Castro Bravo accident, and U.S. paid 15.3 million to Japan. So that was the main part that I wanted to get to right there. Showed that this devil, he doesn't care who he damage or destroy along the way. He just want to conquer his goal. He want to accomplish his goal, and it was people that was living on the island, and they have suffered all these conditions. The number one is cancer. When you go on down, it talks about the percentages of the cancer attributes to fallout related radiation exposure. So there's multiple a number of ways that these nuclear missiles that's going to be launched, okay, can affect you. You had direct impact, and then like you say, they have this the nuclear fallout. When you click on that, is the nuclear fallout is a residual radioactive material propelled into a upper atmosphere following a nuclear blast. So this is what goes up after that missile has hit, and it goes up into the cloud, which they explain. They go up into the cloud that it makes, and then it just fall out, and it give you the number of how many feet that it spreads out. But that's what the people are suffered from that fallout, okay, from those radioactive particles that was had to fall out. And I think they relate to it as black rain, if I'm not mistaken. But that was the main point. I wanted to show that a lot of people Oh, you know what? Let me read this one part. It says, fallout may get in in train in terrain with the products of the pro. I mean, I don't even pronounce that word, but anyway, it get intertwined with the cloud and fall as black rain. See, so it fall down as black rain, and this radioactive dust usually consists of fusion products mixed with bystanding atoms that are neutron active by exposure. Is a form of radioactive contamination. So that did a lot of damage to the people that was living, on those islands. But this is more of breaking down the different parts that this missile can kill you from, or cause severe damage, and mainly this fallout. Right here. So the aftermath of these missiles is going to be very, very, very dangerous. That's why no damaging. That's why no one will be able to live in America when all these missiles, over millions and millions of missiles, get launched. So let me just go back to Joel. It says, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountain, a great people and a strong, there had not been ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. So these the missiles, the great people, these missiles that is spread upon the morning, and it was never been seen or never been this way before, and it will never be that way after the fact. After the kingdom come, after this last go round, you'll never see it again. Now, it said that let's see. It said a day of clouds and thick darkness. Um, Actually, I just keep going there. It said a fire devoured before them, right? Okay, before the missiles, behind them a flame burned. Okay, behind them a flame burned, right? And we see that with those missiles. And the land is like the Garden of Eden before them, right? Everything all good, peaceful, fine. Sudden, the scriptures talks about the sudden destruction that shall fall upon the people, because they're not gonna be looking for Yahweh Shemal Shah to make his return. Okay, but it said, the land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. See, the wilderness, and nothing shall escape them. I think it's a few pictures showing you that. Look at that mushroom cloud map where it is. It's from up in the sky photo. But yeah, these missiles are a part of prophecy. And we pray for Yahweh Shah to deliver us and make his return, so we can have the kingdom of heaven. Okay, well, we will rule in righteousness. It won't be none of this wickedness going on. Not going to have missiles. We're not going to need missiles. Everybody going to be in order, and the world going to flourish. The whole earth is going to flourish, It's going to be upon the righteousness. You see? It says a fire, it says the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. So Joel go down and describe these missiles, okay? But the main point is that everything is going to be okay. And then after the missiles hit, it's just destruction. Everything is destroyed. It talks about how those people are still affected to this day over there in that off of those islands. And there's other test sites also that you can look up that it has it didn't go well, where they showed a lot of destruction that has happened since those missiles has been tested. Those nukes have been tested. Okay, over in Russia, you know, it's a lot of them. You know, think about all the animals, the fish that's in those waters. Okay, you know it destroyed so many animals in that water. Okay, but Esau don't care because he want to show he's that prideful to show that hey, I have to be the one on top. But it's only gonna last for a minute. Yahweh Shemal Shai, he everything has to play its part. He allowed them to make those instruments for their work, for his work, those missiles. Okay, the scientists making those missiles, okay, to destroy. And Yahweh Shemal Shai gonna be in the midst of these missiles with the chariots, and they gonna do damage. And that's how it's going to happen. All this it's gonna be bad for the 2/3 and the other nation. It's gonna be great for the elect though, because we believe and we're gonna have faith and having faith that what Yahweh Shemal Shah is going to deliver us. So I'm not gonna make it too long. I'm not gonna read all that in Joel, but Joel go out and destroy the missiles. And the spirit of the Lord is gonna be with them, guiding and leading them. You know, I'm gonna jump down to verse 10. It says, verse 9, it says, they shall run to and fro in the city, and they shall run up on the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like the thief. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble, and the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. So that's the power of those missiles, and it's going to be millions, millions of these missiles that's going to launch, and it's going to be totally, totally nothing but destruction. Nothing will be inhabited here but desert animals. This is Revelation 9 and let's see, 16. It says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them, so 200,000 and thousands. Okay, so it's gonna be a lot of missiles that's going to drop on this place. This is Joel. I'm not Joel. It's like Job 18 and 5. It says, yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of the fire, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. See, the Lord is going to put the wicked shall be put out. They light going to be put out. That's when they move out. Guess what? It's time for us to move in. See, so that it says that the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. That's right. Nothing will work. His military equipment is not going to hold up. When Yahweh Shema Shai let this thing loose, it's gonna be nothing but destruction and deliverance for the elect of Israel. It says, the light shall be dark, and his tabernacle and his candle shall be put out with him. That's right. Hey, the 2/3, they're going to be finished. They have to come back through the kingdom. One more. This is Proverbs 11 and 21. Proverbs 11:21. They can only get away for so long, Yahweh Shema Shai is in total control. Proverbs 11:21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. See? But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. See? So we're going to be delivered, okay, from this destruction. But guess what? The wicked is going to be is not going to go unpunished. The Lord has something for them. He allowed them to create these missiles for what? For Yahweh Shema Shah's sake. Okay? You know? So yeah, with that, just wanted to go over a little bit of that test sites and how our enemy, man, they weapon was the sword. So they're going to use the sword. We're gonna use our weapon. You know, we're not going to destroy the earth. When we're in the kingdom, when we're en route, we're not going to destroy the earth. They will destroy the earth at every cost just to show that they have the, their gift of the sword and that they are gonna and that they can rule with it until Yahweh Shai get on time. That's why, hey, everything that they want to accomplish, everything, you know, everything that they want to accomplish, they know that they on a time schedule and they know their time is running short. Revelation 12 and 12. So, you know, we just got to continue to push and fight in the spirit. That's our fight in the spirit, you know. So with that, the Lord is going to pay Esau back, these heathens, the other nations back for the damage that they've done to the world. They've destroyed this place, okay? They've killed innocent people. Woe to the bloody city. It's in Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city, okay? It's all full of lies and robbery. So they're going to get what's coming for them. The Lord said they wouldn't go unpunished, you know, and they're not. So I'm going to end it there, you know. Pray that this was edifying. I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the elect. Shalom.